coin is the buck token is doing 20x, 30x for no reason and does 100x overnight, and eventually um, we were at some point 600x in the first 5 days of launch. Today we do that with a different tone. Today is like, huh, what, buck, what the fuck? Because we took a bit of a hit, but guess what? Who didn't? And I'm not even talking about meme coins. The markets have been dipping a bit. A lot of people blame it to the large players of the financial world getting ready to for the ETF in the first by the end of the first week or beginning of the second week of January. So they want the market um, to crash so that they can fill it up. I'll absolutely love a meme doing rounds on X, particularly on Twitter, wherein I won't name the gentleman, but one of the CEOs of one of the top banks and investment banks of the world, can probably name it when the world is naming it, JP Morgan, um, is shoving as many bitcoins up his ass as possible. So, I mean, the world knows it, everybody's looking at it, no matter what the reason is. But the markets have been down for the fourth, I think, third consistent day. Um, and marquee meme tokens, marquee, embraced by Binances of the world. Not just the token was listed, but the perpetuals and futures and everything got listed. A tremendous amount of volume. At a certain day, I remember there was a 50 billion, of course, number of token volume in the perps, just on the perp, not even on the spot trading in this coin called meme, meme. I don't know, meme, whatever. So uh, the plot is the markets have taken a hit. So did we. Um, the best of them took about 60%. I don't know. If we take it from our peak, we did two, about a 50% over the last 3 days, 2 days. But I don't know, guys. I don't know what the magic is. We just start. I hate to use the word pumping. As soon as we begin with the space, look at this phenomena right now. Every time I begin, I request everybody to open Dex Tools. Dex Tools, I've fallen in love with this portal. The day I get to see the CEO, I'm going to congratulate him for the tremendous work he's done. But nonetheless, now's the time to talk about Coinbuck. Look at this phenomena. Look at this phenomena. While everything is going down, while we're talking about the markets taking a hit, while our own let's say buyers or traders decided to sell it over the passing year for whatever reason. Like I say, I'm sure they needed the money because we're giving away a huge amount of airdrops. We have already given almost 14% of the supply in airdrops since the launch day. And by the way, don't be confused, 40% of the supply that we bought from our own pocket, right? We bought it in the rare launch that was announced 72 hours in advance to a community of 250,000 people. Um, Everybody participated, and then after a few hundred or a few thousand people had already participated in the rare launch that had 100% of the token supply in a liquidity contract, in a swap contract on PancakeSwap, is when the official airdrop address participated with its own $100,000 to acquire a portion of supply to give away on the airdrops. So I think this point needs a bit of clarity that I gave. So, um, so I'm sure, when you give away 12% supply in airdrops and people need money, and these airdrops, come with a task. So people have actually done some mandatory tasks. They have promoted um, some of our advertisers. If nothing, then at least Coinbuck itself. From within the dashboard, this is the point where I talk about the product. So coinbug.com is a socialfy, taskfy um, platform where it is integrated with the top social media websites with a commitment to be integrated with every social media website in the world. It enables everybody to monetize their social engagement. So basically, all the time you spend on social media is being monetized by the multi-$100 billion social media companies, but you don't get nothing. You get served with ads, you get served with all sorts of offers. And on the top of that, you still keep giving them more and more money. A funny conversation I was having with a dear friend of mine about 3 days ago, and we were discussing how we both come from a software background, and we just hated to subscribe for a service, for a software service. And I told him, man, after coming into the digital space for more than a decade, I've actually started to pay for all these services because I think I'm also selling digital services in my other companies. And if somebody cheats me, I wouldn't be happy if somebody cheats me with my digital product. Um, and he's like, no, bro, you know what? I'm already giving all my data to Google, and then and then paying for my Gmail services. And if I end up paying for a freaking YouTube, I'd be the biggest idiot. And I was we laughed on the top of our throat. But yeah, I mean, he's absolutely right. Every single bit he's saying is right. Like the amount of data we have fed them is visible on the freaking stock market price, right? These are $100 billion companies that have only and only used our data and build themselves on the top of that. Anyways, we bring all of this context back to Coinbuck. In Coinbuck, what we do is we are, instead of getting in head to head with these companies and making a social media company of our own and getting you on there to do the same story over and over again, we decided to innovate a bit. We created an intermediary advertisement platform, advertisement technology that integrates into all of these platforms. So Twitter, X, um, Telegram now, YouTube, and then Facebook and Instagram coming very, very soon. Discord, Reddit, you name it, will be integrated with all of those. Right now, we have Twitter, we have YouTube, and Telegram. And I have to repeat, 20,000 people have created uh, their advertisements, and about 100,000 people have participated in these tasks. So the product is live. It's amazing. It delivers what it commits. We have tons of offers in our DMs of large L1s, infrastructure companies who want to advertise there already. We are in the process of negotiating the best offer for the community, and that happens transparently on this platform where partners come in and propose what they want to offer to the community, and then the community decides. But some offers can't be brought in here directly as a speaker because now we are a crazy, crazy, crazy strong community, and just an exposure as a speaker, as a visibility here is huge for anyone. So we just can't, say, okay, come in and propose your offer, because that already diverts 280,000 people community as per our active numbers on the back office to a project. So what we're doing is we're bringing bigger projects who don't have actually the community offer to this platform, like exchange listings. You have seen MEXC coming here and requesting sorry, presenting their proposal of listing. We saw OKX listing team 2 days ago. You can still hear to all of these, listen to all of these spaces, recorded spaces on our timeline on X. And we also had, by the way, the CMO, the official CMO of OKX, who joined. Of course, the listing and the CMO, the marketing department, are separate in large exchanges, but it's a good sign to have that we are appreciated and heard and in knowledge of such top executives. And then after this, we also had some of the top influencers. I know influencers hate this word, but I'm using it in their absence. So some of the top people of influence, some of the top people who are followed by a large community came in. We had Scott Melker, the Wolf of All Street is his popular name on social media, who said he will complete his diligence on the project, but he already trusts the project. Because he heard it from the people he knows from a very long time in this industry. Guess who he's talking about? So the space, man, this space is getting crazy. You see, we are already we were somewhere around 0.00027 before, up until I think 30 minutes before the space started, and boom, here we are topping up above 4 million market cap. So we were around $2.8 million market cap at like about 30 minutes ago, and we are zooming upwards to a 4 million market cap. Although I see bots on DEX tools like bots and algorithmic traders dumping big numbers, 6.8 BNBs and eight BNBs and seven BNBs. Man, the sell orders by the bots are crazy. And this is, by the way, this is one thing that is quite a sting in my heart. Blockchain has this innate property, the same transparency, the same block time, the same blockchain that we love because of the blocks it has in it, has a very innate problem, a problem in build. And the problem is there is something called a block time. Block time is everybody from the network, you and me, would submit a transaction to the network. The network will process the transaction through the validators, and the multiple transactions are packed in a block and then verified together. That is called a block, a submitted block, a verified block of transaction. The problem is this, all of this process takes a bit of time, and this time is different for different blockchains, and this block time is a very troublesome phenomena for any financial or trading activity, because um, you would submit a trade, and the trade is broadcasted across the network so anyone can listen to it. And I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit technical, but this is what the daily space is about. It is an educational space. It is something that will bring everybody to the same place. We are here to grow, learn together. Information is the strongest power in this world. For the rest, we are already on the pursuit to redistribute wealth and power through Coinbuck. But for information purposes, I want to make this clear quickly. So when you make a transaction, you announce it, you broadcast it in the network, along with the validators, along with the people who will verify this transaction. There are other parties who can listen to this transaction also. And when they listen to the transaction, they can see if you're planning to buy or if you're planning to sell a certain token on a DEX, because the transaction is lying and waiting to be verified in that block time, which is 3.5 seconds, I'm assuming, if I'm correct on BNB. So bots have 3.5 seconds to plan their next move, which essentially is, if you're buying, they will buy it before you because they will add more fees. And then as soon as you and before your transaction is completed, they would also sell it. That's one thing. Second, they can see if some addresses are constantly buying, they can understand the movement of the market. And then they can buy till the time they can see a lot of buying transaction coming in. And then they can sell at the end as soon as the buying is completed. Now, the problem is that this is not the problem of the debts. This is the very problem of blockchain as a construct. And that is why trading is always, always, always better done on a centralized exchange. Now, like I said, we have got offers from the best exchanges in the world already. We're in the process of, first of all, offer shopping, for a bit to get the best offer for the community. At the same time, we are waiting for the post action after the proposal presentation. So, OKX, um, MEXC, P2B, Coin W, and six more exchanges have all presented an offer to list. Two of them have presented publicly here on the group on the daily space, and then we're going through the post processing. So we're still waiting for the best and high quality exchange listing. We discussed this from the first day onwards. We will try not to get to a tier 3 or a tier 2 exchange, because eventually those exchanges are a bit scammy. They end up listing tokens and dumping them, and with their malpractices they dump it on our users. And this is a community effort to bring goodness. In this effort, the project has not even raised a single penny. The coinbuck.com company, which is us, we haven't raised a single penny ever. It is all our money that has gone into building the product. It's all our money that is going into buying more and more tokens to distribute on airdrops that we are committing to every day, and taking the community to 10 million. So we definitely don't want the community to be dumped by anyone and to be harmed by anyone. So we will not take any desperate decisions and move slightly slow maturity. So, 4.1 million a market cap it is. What should I say? We're doing absolutely great. Yeah, Jabdul, I see your hand, my favorite man.
Yeah,
Go on, man. Go on. Say
yeah,
something.
Jam, coin back. Back.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's it. So I first and foremost want to wish everyone a happy new year. I can see everybody in the house. I can see Lori, Dean, Akaval. I see you, and I see the crypto wise man. So happy new year, everybody and the listeners. I'm glad to witness today with the Coinball community. I'm really happy. We are rising. I actually tweeted yesterday to the community that I was buying the dip, and look at where we are now. So I'm really happy. I'm happy for people that
Oh,
believe in this
yes, yes. I
project.
saw. I saw your post, man. You bought the
Yeah,
absolute freaking dip, man. You like at the
I,
bottom when you posted.
yeah, I bought the dip because I trust this community. I trust the ginger and everything. In as much as we are here and discussing Coinbox, as you said. This is also an educational space too. So I actually want to emphasize on how paramount our security is on this Web3 ecosystem at a large. So I want to quickly point out some few key security tips for the community so that they will stay safe when it comes to this connecting and everything with their engagement in this Web3 ecosystem and the blockchain as a whole. So number one, I want people to avoid clicking any link and connecting your wallet on websites you don't trust. Then number two, beware of phishing attacks. Then number three, always use wallet guard. If you are using a PC, there's an extension wallet guard, so you should use it. You should try and add it to your Chrome browser if you're using that. Then number four, I want everybody to make research before connecting his wallet to any website. Don't just connect your wallet to any website. Try as much as possible to make research on the website you're connecting your wallet to. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to speak today. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the tip. I see a new speaker today, Laurie. Laurie, please unmute yourself and talk to us. Laurie, can you hear us?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Thank you, my give opportunity. My question is, what is the main vision and goal of your project, and who your target customers, and 2022, 2023, and 24?
Sorry, I only got one question. I only understood one question. Who are our target customers?
Yes,
What
yes.
is the other question?
No, no, no.
Okay, who is the target customer? Is that the question? Cool. I'll
Yes.
take just that. Thank you. I think this is also the spirit of the call, where we take customers. Sorry, we take questions from our community. Each question gives us a feedback, if nothing, to on how to improve, and then brings hidden aspects that are built to empower the community or the product for us to bring them forward. So, thank you for your question, Laurie. I'm going to take that.
Okay. Thank you,
So
sir.
we have a lot of time, so I'm going to use that time in the favor of answering this in a bit of elaboration, right? We're doing pretty well with time today. So look, who is your the straight answer to your question is this: anyone and everyone who uses social media for either engaging for themselves or advertising, because these are the only two aspects of a social media, right? So anyone and everyone who uses social media for either advertising as a client, spend money, or engagement or interaction is our client. You know how many people those are on the planet Earth? They are a bit above 3 billion, as quoted by Facebook, Meta, and increasing like crazy. Um, so that's our target audience. Why so? Because we are not limited to just one social media. We are integrating into all the social medias that are active on the planet. Right now, we are on X, Twitter, we are on YouTube and Telegram. We can integrate and launch everything in one go, but that's not the right way of interacting or launching a product. We have daily spaces, we need daily announcements, we need to onboard the user slowly to everything that we are doing and not blast them into a platform that has a zillion nuances that they don't understand. So, we will keep launching products over weeks, over months, and at the same time, please also be reminded of the fact, and I'm digressing from the question a bit, but quickly pointing to the fact that we delivered the entire technology that you see right now in 40 days, right? So um, we are building like crazy. We are delivering more and more features. We are struggling with a zillion types of bots. Some of them also include artificially intelligent ones that are almost humans at many levels. We get to a point where we over scrutinize our security, over tighten our security, and we end up blocking humans. And then we again get feedback from our customers, from our clients, from our community on our Telegram, and mostly our back office support. And we have to loosen it up again. So this keep happening on and off and on and off, and the madness continues. And we are optimizing the platform. The tech team is working 24/7. You might have seen complaints getting resolved throughout the week, 24 hours. Right? Not even a single minute has gone in the past 8 days of launch, that and 3 days of, sorry, 5 6 days of launch, and 3 days of pre-launch, that didn't had the back office customer support, which is accessible through your dashboard on coinbug.com. So the team is working 24/7. We are integrating into more and more platforms. There are multiple challenges. I told on the first day that our X APIs or Twitter APIs um, were blocked within the first hour because 10,000 people at that time created an advertising campaign and about 40,000 people participated in it. So the APIs were blocked because of the crazy traffic flow. And we approached Twitter and X with the complaint, and they said we are off for Christmas, and that's still the case. So you can imagine, while the world is celebrating festivities, we are here heads down building. That's point number one. So if we can deliver a crazy working product in 40 days, uh, imagine what will we deliver in the coming year. Okay, so that's point number one. Um, we will be bringing all of this to your question. Once we are integrated to the entire to the top social media, which is X already, YouTube already, and then just Facebook and Insta remains, we would already be actually targeting a group of about 1.3 billion users as these platforms claim. Now, I don't know how much of that claim is right, but I'm just quoting their numbers. So, that number one, my friend, is the amount of users we are aiming to. Two, uh, industrially, if I was to answer this question from an industry point of view, from an institutional point of view, I would take the perspective of just simply going on NASDAQ and looking at the market cap of Meta, Google, because Meta owns Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp. Google owns Google owns everything, man. Google owns us, but Google owns YouTube primarily in this context, and then X. We are talking about a plus of 500 billion market cap, and that's now when the markets have been bad for 2 years. When we are living in days where I think Meta lost 30 or 300, something like that, $1 billion in their market cap in 24 hours. I think that was last year, and I'm not sure of the number, so I wouldn't like go on with that. But uh, that is our target market size, and I'm only talking about these three. Telegram is crazy. It has gone above 800 million active users or something. WhatsApp is, another level of insanity. Getting into the Soviet market, the Russian market with VK, getting into the Chinese market through WeChat. There is tremendous amount of untapped market cap that is not even represented on Nasdaq to be conquered. So this, my friend, is not gonna stop anytime soon. This is the very point of the daily space where I repeat about one of the three pillars. I've already covered um, two pillars today of Coinbuck. Number one was the social media and product through the question, which is, we are targeting the largest economy, the largest industry in the world, which is advertising and social media, advertising, marketing, and social media. So we're a social fi project with a task fi on the top. It's a crazy, crazy mix and a multi-$100 billion industry. That's pillar number one. Pillar number two is the economics and how the company keeps buying and everybody in the network and the product keeps buying the tokens to till the time we are 10 million users. So we are the ultimate buyers of a rare launch where basically nobody had an upper hand buying tokens. Just the community participated on a rare launch. 100% tokens were circulated on a liquidity contract, and then a community of 250,000 people participated on it transparently and evenly and together. So those were the two pillars. And at this point, I would talk about the third uh, sorry, pillar of Coinbuck, which is the economy, which is the power of how how this entire structure knits together, comes together to create an unprecedented utility of a meme coin. So we have seen Doge, we have seen meme, we have seen Shiba, we have seen so many other Pepe. Um, I don't know, man. So many other meme coins. The power of a meme coin that actually strikes to the crowd is that the distribution is even, that I've already explained as a pillar and economy, that the distribution is even and everybody gets to participate. What you often miss in that is that the owning address, the launch address, still owns a portion of that supply. But in our case, nobody owned any percent of the supply, 100% supply went out. Nonetheless, I'm not stressing on that point anymore. I am stressing on the point that if a meme token crashes, only magic saves it or can save it, right? Because a meme coin is essentially a meme coin. There is no utility, right? One magic that happened with Doge is that the richest man on the planet found the utility of even distribution and being a public coin and started talking about it, which is Elon Musk, right? So I'm not sure how many meme tokens in the world would be able to get that magic for themselves. Here, we are not waiting for a magic. We Coinbuck or the buck token, though, is following the active trend of meme coins, the tokenomics of a meme coin, but it is not actually a meme coin. It is following the tokenomics of a meme coin, but it's a hardcore, fully built utility token, which is the only way or the only means you can interact with the coinbug.com portal. And the value created by the two pillars that I talked about, the multi-$100 billion in social media industry, um, and engagement and monetization of social engagement, and the TaskFi ecosystem, all the buzzwords, man, that I've already repeated 5 times so far, is capitalized, is harnessed by this token, and only by this token. So we are not waiting for a magic to come in and rescue us. This dip, that dip, and a zillion dips coming in the future are not, will not be a victim to nothing. Meme coin is a nothing, right? That's the meme about meme, man. What a pun. We are a full blown utility product that is active, repeating it for the sixth time. 20,000 people created the product already in the first 7 days of launch, and 100,000 people have participated in it, have got rewarded, got their token. Some of them decided to sell it while it was below $3 million market cap. Right now, we are ranging above $4 million market cap. They lost a little bit above 20% on their assets, but I'm sure they needed the money for the right reasons. So, guys, I think the quick round that I usually do every day, which is not so quick, I'm very proud of what we are doing here. So I take my sweet time to explain what we are doing to all the new listeners. Don't forget an important fact here. We enabled our signups 48 hours ago, which were stopped because of the tremendous incoming inflow of traffic on our website. And we wanted to serve our community. We wanted to stabilize after the launch. So, after the first 72 hours of pre launch, we stopped signups, we served our community, we brought our platform to a bit of stability. And 48 hours ago, we enabled the signups again. Guess what has happened? We have been adding 10,000 people per day since then. We have added about 27,000 people till now, which is a lot above 10,000, but I'm being modest with the numbers. So, one of the primary purposes, which might sound boring to a lot of repeating audience, is that we will keep repeating the three pillars of Coinbuck to bring everybody on board, to inform them. This is the spirit we have to continue. Um, by the way, we are thinking about expanding into multilingual spaces, for which we would be looking for good hosts to take this Coinbug community at a very, very language level to penetrate till the bottom of the masses. That just can't happen in English. All the top social media platforms in the world are multilingual. All the AIs are multilingual. All the best businesses are multilingual. So if we were to achieve our target of our approaching and reaching out to the 2 or 3 billion people on the planet on internet, we will have to go multilingual, and for that we will need crazy good hosts who understand Coinbuck, who are thorough with our FAQs, frequently asked questions, and understand the spirit of redistributing wealth and power through cryptos and Coinbuck tokens, right? It'll take a bit of time, but I'm sure we'll get it. You see how Jaddo and a few other that I see the listeners have already been coming up every day to speak, and they are well versed with the entire phenomena. So I'm sure we'll have it in every language. While we're approaching the last 18 minutes, sorry, of our daily space, I would request anyone and everyone who has a proposal for Coinbuck community to DM, to directly message me on the Coinbuck account. My team will look at your message, look at what you have to propose, and we'll bring you up as a speaker. You can request to be a speaker now, and we can quickly go through your profile and bring you up as a speaker. Okay, so anyone who wants to speak, who has a question, please request to speak. I would like to warn you that if you have a customer service related problem, we have an 24/7 customer service in your back office. We can't waste the time of our community with issues that are like 99% of the time related to misinformation, which is people are saying, um, um, uh, that I'm not able to withdraw my tokens. And when you, I mean, people who have been frequent here might have seen that I've taken that customer service request here, got back to my customer service team, and they told me that the guy has actually pasted their X profile instead of their BSC wallet address, right? So there are incredible amount of mistakes and misinformation spread across people. People don't understand simple instructions. We can't really waste the time of our valuable community in those customer service related problem. If your problem is not solved by customer service, by the way, the organization already has above 50 people working there. So if at all there is a problem that is not solved, we have supervisors, we have management, and then the CXOs, the leadership team also looks into the tickets that have not been solved, right? So it's and even then we have tons of people complaining on Twitter, X, and Telegram, which is not suggested, but okay, I understand they might have a problem that they want to put across. So again, tiny bit of, let's say, warning: don't bring your customer service related problems here. But if you have a feedback, if you have a question that is related to the concept, we'd be very, very happy to have you. Okay, my second favorite guy came up and then went off. Dina Kaval. I see a profile saying German okay, German bombshell. Okay, sorry. I was attracted by the word German until I clicked on the profile and it turned out to be a bombshell. Um, but the point here is that we're looking for a multilingual community, and the word German attracted me. So I wanted to ask a question, and if Madam German Bombshell would want to come in as a speaker to give a live feedback on this, I would be delighted to bring her up to the stage. So, Madam German Bombshell, if you are interested to speak, I have actually a question for you. Please request to be a speaker, and I'll bring you up. Uh, and we'll actually have a vote on this topic today. Um, so you saw one of the partners at the management, one of the people from our management who took the space yesterday. We wanted to change the tone, not always a hyped up voice like myself, a more institutional guy that comes from a decade plus of working with the top cores of the world. So his tone is a bit institutional. He talks with a maturity. He talks with stats, which is important, and not just me coming in. Some one of my friend and a very highly placed social media professional, on the first day gave me a feedback. He said, bro, the space is good and I understand that you're doing it for information, but it's a bit of a Chinese salesman repeating things. And I said, okay, well, everybody has their feedback. My point of view is that I have to repeat because I see people coming in and jumping off, people joining late, tons of people, like 90% of our daily listeners are fresh. So I have to repeat for them to be fully onboarded. So again, feedback well taken, but yes, we live in a vivid world of vivid opinions, and that's why we will keep bringing more people to host this account and daily spaces. Nonetheless, the point is he is a German, so he can speak German, he can speak five other languages, and we can have German co-hosts from different parts of the world. So should we do a German space? Will be today's vote. And I would love to have Madam German Bombshell. If my team can quickly send a request to German Bombshell, that is amongst our speakers, to come up and speak so that we can get a live opinion on this topic. While we are waiting for that, let me see who else is requesting to speak. Um, Coinbug team, do you have anyone else that you want to bring up as a speaker? Mm, okay, let me just choose somebody randomly. Saeed Ahmad Saeed. 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 Saeed, you're a speaker. Unmute yourself and speak on, brother. Saeed, can you hear me? Try and unmute yourself. Okay, if not, I'll quickly. And Jamilu, if you would want to come up. Yes.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to be a speaker in this highly community of Combok. I wish everybody happy new year. First of all, I would like to rate the Combok community excellence for their stage that they took to engage to promote this project by their social media engagements, Twitter, Telegram, in which they have more than 21,000 active members in the Telegram. So one thing I want to rate the community is that as a new baby in the crypto in the ecosystem, there are some factors I used to consider in every successful project. And the Coinbug community, there one thing that I consider with them, they has a unique utility in which they engage in the social media, and secondly, the active community members behind the project and the holders behind the project. So since the principle of this community, there has principle of democratic control, fair hearing to every community member. So I'm appealing to the community to vote for listing of the project in the coin market cap so that it will enable new members to track the record of the Coinbug project in the coin market cap. Like Coinbug is 5 to 6 days old. but from 5 to 6 days old, but it achieved the market cap of almost 5,700,000 based on the good track record, in which it is a great development to the project. So I think listing it in the coin market cap, it will help the project to grow very fast. So this is the few thing that I want to discuss. I say, bok, what the fuck.
What the fuck? Thank you for that, brother. Um, so we already have automatic the automated page created by CoinMarketCap. We're waiting for them to listen to our community. Our community has been actively voting to get to CoinMarketCap. A matter of time when they listen to that uh, and list us finally, right? If not, then we'll make an application by ourselves and do that in the next 2 days. Not a big deal. We can definitely do that. I have to correct you a bit, my brother, on a small thing that you said. We are not 21,000 on the Coinbuck Telegram group. We're actually 21,000 plus on the channel. A lot of people actually want to engage, text, comment, want to express themselves. They often engage in the Coinbuck chat, the group. So if you are on the Coinbuck announcement channel, there are two um, common communication channels on Telegram. One is called an announcement channel. I mean, basically a channel. The other one is called a group. In a channel, you can only receive incomings or information and react to them in the form of emojis. But you can't type, you can't do anything. Um, and everything posted on the channel is automatically forwarded the which you can access. If you go to the channel settings, you can see a button called um, uh, chat. So if you are on the Coinbug channel, you go to the settings, you click on the top, and you'll see a button called discuss. Okay, and that directly brings you to the associated Coinbug chat channel, and we have 41,000 members there. And man, the madness, it's out there. Be ready for that. It's not it's not a normal place to be. It is look what is happening. I'll read down some of the most funny messages here. Somebody says, give me they should send us coin. Coinbucks should send us coin. Other is saying they've already sent us money for the new year. The other one is saying, oh, so you need more money. That's the worth now, kiddo. $2 you need. Man, it's so much fun. There's criticism, there's funny context, there's absolutely ever never ending optimism, and all of that uh, uh, is with a disclaimer. You can't keep a track of what's happening there because there are more than 20 comments every, I think, second or something like that, right? So it's madness. So that is a tiny correction. I don't know if the speaker invites we have sent are being accepted or even being looked at. We have sent out a few speaker invites in the last 6 seconds of this space. We've covered all the important topics. We've covered all the important questions. If I was to repeat, I would just sum up 2024 or 2023 already. We've got some of the best, some of the top exchanges coming on this daily space and have, including OKX, uh, proposing to list us. That's point number one. Sorry, one of the highlights. We had top KOLs and leaders and CXOs of this industry, like the CMO of OKX, either coming here, posing questions, being satisfied with the answers, and appreciating what we're doing here. We had people like Scott Melker, and I mean, his popular name is Wolf of Wall Street, coming in, saying that he likes whatever he has seen till now, and he'll do a bit more of his due diligence. He'll get his team working on this, and he will inform the world if he sees something fishy. So far, he hasn't complained actually anything, and he also said, but he believes this project because he got referred to this from some of his friends. So that's I think the three highlights. I mean, yes, we have had large community proposals from community leaders from Turkey, from China, um, from Africa, and so many more. Like we have more than 400 proposals, but a few of them came here on the daily space. As of now, we are talking to a ton of layer ones, infrastructure, DeFi projects that want to capitalize on our community, and not just through the products from within coinbug.com portal, but through this daily space, right? And that's why we are not capitalizing direct exposure to this spirit through this space. But end of the day, you have to keep the belief that everything will be capitalized through the token and token only. I see Shiba unmuted by my team. Shiba, would you like to speak? Okay, dear listener again. Last bit, 2024 will be madness. We are going after the so-called 3 billion people on internet claimed by the top social media site. We are integrated into these top social media site, but we do understand that we have to go multilingual. We are looking for people who are coming from different regions and can speak different languages locally. Today's vote will go for a German space because German is pretty popular, and one of our in Europe, and one of our team members is a German. That can actually activate it parallelly, right? So we're looking for good content creators, people who believe in this mission and vision of redistributing wealth and power through Buck token because of the rare launch, because of the meme coin tokenomics. They put their trust. I love a statement that came from one of our speakers a few space ago. He said, apart from making money, which is a byproduct, I would keep, wait, let me, yeah, I will keep preaching the gospel of CoinBuck. Like such a warm feeling, such a warm feeling, such an attestation to the work that we have been putting up so far in building this community, in building the product, and delivering everything we have said so far, right? This is such an encouragement for people believing in us. So, people who are not here to just endlessly make money, yes, making money is not bad, but also to contribute to this world, to contribute to our vision and mission of redistributing power and wealth, can please join the pursuit. Please DM us, and we can assign you as a host of a particular community um, to promote Coinback. Yes, Mr. L Chapo, speak up. You're
Hello.
probably the last speaker for today. Yeah, go on.
When is the book gonna be listing?
Okay, we covered the question. From the voice, it feels like I have a young fellow here. So, um, we've covered this many times. I'm going to quickly wrap this. We have multiple proposals from top exchanges like OKX and MEXC. The reason I keep quoting just those two names and not the 12 others, like 8 other proposals that I have, 10 other proposals that I have, is because they have come up on this daily space and made the proposal to the community publicly. You can listen to the spaces of the past few days to watch that live. We are going through their backend processes, and we are negotiating the best deal for our ecosystem, for our community. When I say negotiating the best deal, I don't mean that we are asking them for anything or money. We're just asking them we're trying to negotiate the fact that we don't give any tokens or anything so that our community wouldn't face a dump from anyone. That is our base fact stopping us from going wild on listing. To give you an idea of what why we're doing this, the team behind Coinbuck, the management team behind Coinbuck, uh, has been in crypto for 10 years, has been in finance for 20, and that is just one person. And different, like, there is a bunch of people that come from an extensive investment background, an extensive
Go,
trading
David.
background, so we understand what goes wrong with listings, what goes wrong with exchanges, with cheaper and scammy exchanges. We don't want the community to suffer. We want to take all the right steps. So we're trying to do that, right? And that is what's stopping us from listing on all the 12 exchanges that have proposed us already to list. Any last person who would want to come in, have a question, I mean, who has a question for us, or has a proposal to present, or has anything to express or talk about their own background with meme coins, just the last call for speakers. Request to be a speaker. We'll quickly check your profile and bring you up. Last thoughts. Tidin, 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 tidin. Okay, so we are closing the day today. We had an incredible conversation. Let's not forget, right when we were talking, we went all the way from 22.8 million market cap to a 4 million market cap. What is this madness? What is this belief? I'm so humbled. The entire team is humbled by the belief that all these people are putting into us. Right when the entire market is crashing, all meme coins are down 50%, 70%, whatever, with their millions of dollars of market cap and volume. Here we stand tall as Coinbuck, um, recouping almost 2x just while being on this space. So, guys, keep crushing it. The signups are live. Anyone who joins the platform gets 5,000 tokens. There's a 72 hours release sequence. Every 72 hours they get 50% of their airdrop tokens released. The first 50% can be is available right away. All you got to do is do your KYC and do your mandatory tasks. End of the day, it's a product that is meant to create a utility. We are not a bullshit meme coin only. So please bear with us while you're participating. Yes, it is an airdrop, but it's not a free airdrop. You have to understand the product, participate on it, and take your airdrop away, right? And then sell it if you like, or keep it if you like. We already have, we're back to, I think, 30,000 holders, 28,000 holders. At certain point, we had 80,000 holders. So that's happening with Coinbuck. Um, so as many people as you can refer, sorry, as many people as you can refer is the number of people you would be doing absolute goodness to. I mean, let me rephrase. What are you doing if you refer or bring somebody to Coinbug? You're not asking them for money. Nobody has to pay a penny on this platform. Nobody can pay a penny on this platform. There is no way to take money by us, right? Or for them to give money, right? So they don't have to pay anything. They don't have to purchase anything. All they're getting is 5,000 buck tokens for free. They get to participate in this social fi task fi revolution. If they like it, they can continue. If they don't, nothing. They still got the airdrop and cash it, take the money, right? So you're doing nothing but spreading goodness through the referral campaign, through your referral link. Bring as many people as you can. The incentive, like I said, everything has to be ba, 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 a practical and sustainable philanthropy. So you should also get incentivized for doing goodness. and that's why you get 10% of every one that you bring on the platform. So you get 500 tokens too, right? That's the referral program, permanently active. And like I said, the tokens given in airdrops are purchased by the company, as you can track it from the airdrop wallet anywhere. You go on Dex Tools or BSC Scan, you find the address with the maximum holding. I don't know if it's still the address with maximum holding. It keeps moving between first and second. And you can see that we have spent our own $100,000 and more every time we have to give airdrops. We go to the market and buy. So you're not just bringing goodness to the people, you're also pumping the price because the company, which is us, we go and buy tokens to give in this airdrop, right? That's everything about the signups. But how can you finish a meal without desserts, right? So the dessert today on the table, the concluding fact of the table that you can go and begin your day with, or I mean, if you're in a part of the world where it's evening, have a great evening around that is, guys, we are at the epitome of quality and score on Dex Tools. We are 99 by 99 Dex score. I mean, this is their own word. It is the highest score anyone can achieve on Dex Tools. It is not just voting that can get you to that score. It's not just quality of your project that can get you to the score. It's not just the audit that can get you to the score. It is a mix of doing everything perfectly, having the contract not being a honeypot, not having buy and sell taxes, and a zillion other criteria, proxy contract, mintable, um, tax modifiable, transfer plausible, everything is a green, right? So it is a clearly verified no honeypot. It is not a honeypot, right? By three external validators on Dex tools. There is no buy tax, sell tax. I'm sure everybody knows that. There is no proxy contract. We can't mint any more of these tokens. The tax cannot be modified. We cannot transfer, pause a transfer. The last thing, which is a bit of a trouble for a few people, is blacklisted. You have to understand that in the early stage of the project, there are many unforeseen events that feature here and there. Like I said, we have been 10 years in crypto, have been a part of 400 plus projects in our portfolio. We know the kind of shit that happens without that's beyond your control. We kept the blacklisted feature activated, never to use it, except in the case of crisis, where if the project suffers a scam, if a project suffers an unforeseen event, where we have to conserve the supply from going to bad hands, we will use this weapon on our side. Somebody carrying a gun next to you does not always means that is a killer. When you see a gun with a person in the military, person in a defense, you feel safe. When you see a tank coming towards you, all painted in the colors of the military of your country, you feel safer. When you see a policeman having weapons next to him hanging around his body, you actually feel safer. This is the weapon in our hand to save you from any unforeseen event. It will never be used against you. But guess what? Within the next few days, the two important steps we'll be taking is we will be first locking the liquidity. We're just waiting for it to be a considerably bigger number so that you can build the trust on the team. I mean, locking, how much is it now? 273K in liquidity. You know what? 273K is not even a number, right? Uh, how about we do it at 1 million so that the world at least knows that the team um, can give away $1 million, right? And then by that time we'll have a bigger community that would take the news across the borders, right? And then the second step we are supposed to do in the coming days is also renounce the ownership of the contract, right? So that way, even this blacklist feature won't be in our control anymore. Um, so that's, I think, a great conclusion to the space today. I don't see any more speaker requests from people that we know. um, okay, I see somebody. Um, what a good time. What a great start to the new year 2024. A very, very happy and prosperous new year. And I'm not just wishing for that. We are all working on that. We are making our 2024 crazy prosperous, strong with the power of Coinbuck. At least I'm not saying you're not doing anything considerable else in your life, but Coinbuck alone will be single-handedly um, responsible for redistributing wealth and power across the world. Thank you guys for joining today. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank
Jabdul,
you very
join
much.
me with the